Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm Megan if you are new here, and today I'm just going to be talking to you about organization in your homeschool. So specifically, I'm going to be sharing some different ideas of ways throughout the years that I've been homeschooling that I have used in order to organize all of our things. So if you are a new homeschooling mom or a homeschooling mom that's just looking for new ideas on organization, I'm hoping that this video is helpful to you. So today I am teaming up with my friend Dina over at Pursuing Peace, and she's actually doing an organizational video for homeschooling as well, but hers is specifically more driven towards organizing the good and the beautiful curriculum. However, even if you don't use that curriculum, make sure you pop over there because Dina always has really awesome ideas, and what she's doing to organize her curriculum would work for other curriculums as well. So I will put a link to her channel down below. I love her channel. You guys will too if you haven't started following her yet. But make sure you go over and subscribe because Dina is just precious. She is just so sweet. She has 5 little ones, and she just, I love Dina. She's just so soft-spoken, and her voice is just calming in general, but she has really great tips and tricks for homeschooling, but also she's just a real-life mama. Alright, so I'm going to share this one first. This is our current setup. It's a little bit messy. I did not clean up before this video. It's real life over here, you guys. So, so the first thing is we have these cubbies, and I have 6 kids, so we need space to organize. We also do a co-op on Mondays, so it also gives us the ability to store backpacks and things of that nature. So I'm going to show you Tanner's stuff right here. So first of all, anything that is theirs, their nature study notebooks, any books they are currently reading on their own, their Bible journal, things like that. Anything that is specifically theirs is stored in here. And I'm going to pull this out and show you really quick. So I'm going to show you how I use their 3-ring binders. This is a 2-inch binder, and all of my kids have them. And they picked out whatever color they wanted, and then I let them design a cover on Canva. So for Tanner specifically, I did a video where I talked about this a little more about this assignment sheet, but I will link where I got it from down below. It is a free printable, but I just fill this out for him weekly. I have not finished this yet, filling it out. Sometimes I will go back in and fill it in after we have a day. So he can just come in here and he knows what his work is. He's in 5th grade. Then he has his math section, and it has all of his assignments for his dive learning on the Saxon math. And so he completes his Saxon math and puts it in there. And also I love these pocketed dividers. But then he has, I loved this. This is something we are keeping from Gather Round. We did their government unit, and I loved the reading log. So I have him continue to do that, to read independently and log it. Then we have his section that is the good and the beautiful language arts. We obviously just printed it offline for now. And so when he's done and I check his work, then I take it out because it is really thick and I don't want it taking up all that space. Okay, and then we have the history section next. And this is where he puts anything that we do for history. And then last is the science section, and so that's where we put anything that is science. So that is how we are utilizing this. It's just a really great way to keep up with your children's work and for them to keep up with it, but also it keeps it all in one place. It's especially nice if you have to turn in portfolios for your state. We do not have to do that. However, I just like to make sure that I do keep some records, and this kind of helps with that, and it just keeps everything nice and organized. So this is the current method that we are using as far as individual organization for my kids. All right, so the next form of organization I'm gonna share with you is one of these little carts, and I am sure you have seen these a million times, but they are a great way to organize, especially if you are only organizing for 1 or 2 children. You could essentially organize your whole homeschool on one of these carts, which is excellent if you are low on space. Now, obviously, I can't organize all of our homeschool on this cart. However, I do love it and I utilize it for, this is my stuff right here. So this is my planner and my mom notebook. So this is what I keep any paperwork or printable teacher guides, anything like that. Like my government one from Gather Round, I kept in there. Well, it's still in there. I need to take it out now since we're done. But just daily top supplies, and then these are flashcards and stuff, so I keep them on there. And then down at the bottom is mostly our Fun Friday stuff. So right now I do have Tanner's Saxon Math and our science on there randomly, but that's not normally there. But this is their sketchbooks, and then I know this says meteorology, water, and atmosphere, but that's actually not what that is. That is our Squilt folder. So this is our the student journal for our art from Living Art Lessons. So this is kind of more Fun Friday stuff and electives top things I keep on there. And then daily supplies. And then my stuff, which I like having it close because we do school right here at the kitchen table. And so this is just a great way to organize. Now, one drawback to this, and I don't know, so this cart is from Michael's, and I'm not sure if the other ones have the same amount of space or if they have more between them. But I will say one pet peeve of mine is that binders do not fit upright on this cart. Thankfully, I don't necessarily need them to because I can lean them sideways like this. Obviously, our curriculum books fit just fine, and these are pretty large in size, and then our sketchbooks do, but it really kind of bothers me that the binders don't. So just an FYI, if this is a method of organization that you are choosing, you might, you need to be aware of that your binders might not fit. All right, so the next way I'm gonna show you to organize is the first way, well, one of the first ways I ever organized for our homeschool. And this works really great. I don't do it this way anymore because, again, I have so many children at varying levels and all that kind of stuff. It would take up a lot of space if I did it this way, but it works great, especially if you're using a boxed curriculum like My Father's World, which is what we started out using. Excellent curriculum. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you how I used to organize when we were using My Father's World. All right, so this is one of those plastic file boxes, and this actually still has My Father's World curriculum in it because this is just how I store it. I haven't gotten rid of it in case we ever come back to it with some of my younger ones, because this is basically like their 1st through 3rd grade. It's their U.S. history one. This is a great way to also organize if you're using any kind of weekly type curriculum. I know there's a lot of really good like preschool curriculums. I think Easy Peasy is also another curriculum that is organized by weeks. So this might be helpful for that as well, since a lot of it would have to be printed. So I'm going to open it up and show you. So as you can see, I really like this particular organizer also because it came with this little box in here. So I kept flashcards and things like that in here. And then any books or anything, CDs, flashcards, extra flashcards, which should be in there. But anything that went with this curriculum, I stuck in the front. So the only thing that's not in here is the teacher's manual and a couple of other things. But as far as organizing by weeks, so as you can see, as you can see, I have it all labeled as units, which is kind of like weeks. So if we were on Unit 1, all I would have to do is take out this folder, and there you go. This has everything that is used in Unit 1 in it. So all of the student pages and things like that are in here for week 1, Unit 1, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why I labeled it unit. It's actually weeks in my father's world. Anyway, and so then I would stick it back down in there, then move on to Unit 2 or week 2, whatever. Pull it out, stick it back down in there when I'm done, so on and so forth. And so this is just a great way to organize everything if this seems like it would work for your curriculum. What I also liked about it is there were a few times that we went on vacation the year that we did this. And so you guys, oh my goodness, bam, just carry it along with you. And yes, there are times when we do take school on vacation. We just do. That's just how we roll. If you're looking for a portable option of organization, this is a really great one. All right, so the next idea for organizing. Okay, so I got these last year, and I was super excited about them. And the way that I used them last year is every kid had a box like this. So the top snaps off, and it does have a carrying handle, which is nice. So it's another portable option. So the top part we used for each child's individual supplies. And then underneath I had any workbooks or anything like that that was theirs was in this box. Now, the drawback for me is that I do really like using the binder system that I showed you earlier. And we can't do that if we use these because the binders don't fit. The other thing is these do take up quite a bit of space, and it just wasn't my favorite way to organize. They work excellent. This is an excellent option. However, it was just taking up a lot of space for us that we needed to utilize for other things. And so that's why we moved on from this option. But I absolutely love these for the purpose of organizing. I just snapped that close and I was going to explain this. We organize any manipulatives and stuff we have. So this is obviously one of our math boxes. So we have 2 different math boxes, and then one is art supplies, and I don't remember what the other one is. But these are excellent for that. So you can just, I like that it has the trays for smaller things, and then underneath we can put other manipulatives. And so what I do is I just have them all in the boxes. And I actually keep them on the shelf in our hall closet on the top shelf. So these are things I also don't want the kids to get into very easily. So it works out great that I can just put these up on the top shelf of the closet, and it keeps little hands away that way, and you don't have to worry about losing pieces, and everything's nice and organized. So that's how we are using these. All right, so the next way to organize I'm going to show you is with these little drawers. And this is also one of the first ways that I used to organize things. This is how I organized my supplies and things like that. I'll try to insert a picture of how it looked. Our setup was when I first started homeschooling. We lived in a little 2-bedroom house with 6 people in it. And it was under 1,000 square feet. It was like 900 and something square feet. And at the time we were a family of 6. We had 4 little ones, and then of course me and John. And then when I was pregnant with Lily is when we sold that house and moved. So we were very, very, very limited on space. So I'll try to insert a picture just so you can see what our setup looked like. But it's really all about how you utilize your space. So if you don't have a homeschool room, or if you do, that's awesome. Either way, you can use that space in a positive way, no matter what your space is that you have. So this is one of the first things that I bought, and I actually am ready to part with it now. I don't really use it anymore. It just kind of sits down in our old homeschooling area. And so this was, like I said, I used it to organize things like supplies and stuff like that. Little extras. See See, we don't even use this stuff anymore. Goodness, I need to go through this and gift it to someone. And then when we were using Christian Light Education almost completely, it worked out great because it's where I would keep all of the light units and everything. So that is how I ended up using it. But it's a great way. You can make these into work boxes. You can make these into, you could do each day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or, you know, move it down, whatever. And then have the extra drawers for just extra supplies and stuff. So it works great for that. So then you could have your child pull out one of these, say this is their Monday box. They could pull it out and they've got everything in it for Monday. Then when they're done, they can put it back in Tuesday, so on and so forth. There's lots of ways that you can utilize these. And so this is a great option as well. You could also do it by subject, each one a different subject, depending on how big your curriculum is. But these drawers are wide enough to fit like a teacher's manual and a student book. So this is another great option. I bought this when my oldest was in pre-K. So that's been 7 years ago. So I have had this for a very long time. So you can see they do last a long time. So this is a really good option. The drawers are plastic, but like I said, obviously it has held up very well. We've moved with it and everything. And so this is just another great thing you can use to organize your homeschool, especially if you are low on space. All right, so another great option is, of course, just a nice bookshelf. I love using the cube organizers for our homeschool stuff. They are the perfect height and all that kind of stuff. And I really like it because there are some things that I like to keep in little baskets. Like this is a lot of Lily's busy activities and taught school things. And so this, of course, is an excellent option as well. This is where I keep anything that we're not using right at the moment. So this is our curriculum for this school year and our read alouds we're going to be using, and any kind of extra like teacher's manuals and light unit books and anything like that that we may utilize this school year. I do have another one in the other room in our, I guess you would call it our den, and it's a big one, and it has like all of our books, all of our reference materials, all that kind of stuff. So the purpose of this video is to give you guys ideas of some different things you can utilize to organize your homeschool. I'm hoping that it is helpful for you guys. I know that sometimes it can be overwhelming, especially as a new homeschool mom. So if you're a new homeschool mamas and daddies have been in my prayers constantly. It's just such a huge thing for a family, but also a lot of you I know are being just kind of thrown into it through virtual school or just last minute homeschoolers, that kind of thing. And so I'm sure it's extremely overwhelming. But I'm hoping that this video is helpful for you guys if you are looking for ways to organize your homeschool and you want to see different options that are out there without clicking on a bunch of other different videos. So I hope that I've covered things pretty well. If you have any questions about any of these ways of organizing, then please put them down in the comments below. And if you have a different way that you organize and want to share, please share that down in the comments. The purpose, like I said, of this video is to try to be a helpful place to get ideas for organization. So make sure that you guys head over to my friend Dina's channel, like I mentioned before. Check out her video as well, and have a great day. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you later.